Good day, dear participants of the forum. We are start the panel, Success History Personal Experience. I know that after lunch you are a little bit tired, but I promise that I will keep you all awake with this amazing and successful woman. My name is Claudia Jaci Barenco Abbas. I'm a professor of electrical engineering at the University of Brasilia, Brazil. It's a great honor for me to be the moderator of this panel. Indeed, in the realities of the modern world, where the pursuit of realizing one's potential plays an important role. It's important for women to unite and share their histories of growth and success. And how this can be achieved, you discuss with Secretary of the African Women's Association, Madame Atuma Marie Bernadette. Founder and brand developer, workshop of Alessia Mustaeva, Madame Alessia Mustaeva from Tatarstan, Russia. Chair of Women Empowerment Council at Ajman University, Her Excellency Sheikh Nahlat Ahmed Humaid Mohammed Al-Qasimi from the United Arab Emirates. Founder and president of the Revival of Nature Charity Foundation, Madame Natalia Tornquist. General Director of Rocket Work, Madame Anastasia Uskova. Welcome, dear speakers. Today we are having the panel in the library. It means a lot, as Russia is a reading country with a great literature heritage. Our first speaker has arrived from the Cameroon. The Secretary General of the African Women's Association, Madame Atuma Marie Bernadette, will talk about the issues regarding women's rights in Africa at the present stage. She'll talk about empowerment and access to finance for women entrepreneurs in Cameroon, the challenges and perspective. Please, Madame Atuma, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Dr. Claudia. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very honored to be invited to this prestigious event to be a member of this wonderful panel. I have been asked to talk about the theme, empowerment and access to finance for women entrepreneurs in Cameroon, the challenges and perspectives. To make this part more pragmatic, I will talk from my own perspective as a CEO. I will start by introducing myself, then I will talk about the theme and finish with my perspectives. My name is Atuma Marie Bernadette, and I come from a large family with 17 children. Growing up, I encountered numerous personal challenges as I navigate through life. Following the passing of both my parents, a few years apart, I was taken in by my uncle's household, where I learned the importance of family, love, and resilience. They were not that rich, but they had a big heart. Secretly, I was deeply driven by the purpose of being rich and responsible within my generation. I was brilliant with little or no money, so I had to find ways to go to school and pay all my bills. Unused to facility, I prefer to work harder and harder. Firstly, I sold sand, then Cameroonian phones, being commercial and in an electronics store and managing 3 stores at all once. I had to balance my responsibilities while excelling in studies. After the obtention of my master's degree in Catholic University of Africa, I applied to be a logistics manager in a prestigious car rental agency. With only my hunger to learn as experience, step by step, I made a good work, multiplying incomes by 3 and 4 during my time there. That is where the seed of entrepreneurship was implanted on my mind and soul. I grew slowly and became a plant. When my time came, I started my own company. The AMB brand started with car rental, then add a branch which is a central buying services, and sooner we'll be adding a sub industry. I'm married, I'm a mother and entrepreneur. Now that I have introduced myself, let me talk about the environmental system where I'm involving in Cameroon. Empowerment refers to the process of enabling individuals or groups to gain control over their lives, make informed decisions, and take action to improve their circumstances. Importance of empowerment for women entrepreneurs. Empowerment is particularly crucial for women entrepreneurs for several reasons. Overcoming gender bias. Women often face systematic barriers and discrimination in entrepreneurship, economic independence, but also contribute to overall economic growth, reducing reliance on traditional gender roles, improving financial stability. Innovation and diversity. Women bring unique perspective, experiences, and skill to entrepreneurship. One can drive the development of new product, services, and business model. Community development. Women entrepreneurs create job opportunities and supporting local economic development. Social change. Empowering women entrepreneurs can contribute to broader social change by challenging gender norms and stereotypes. Empowering women entrepreneurs is not only a matter of fairness and social justice, but also a strategic imperative for driving economic growth, fostering innovation, and building more inclusive and equitable societies. Overview of access to finance, challenges in Cameroon. Access to finance remains a significant challenge for many entrepreneurs and businesses in Cameroon. Several factors contribute to this issue. Limited banking infrastructure. Cameroon's banking infrastructure is still underdeveloped, particularly in rural areas. Persons in remote areas have limited access to formal financial institutions such as banks. High collateral requirements. Banks in Cameroon often require substantial collateral. These requirements disproportionately affect women and marginalized groups. Informal economic dominance. Informal business often rely on person savings, family contribution, or microfinance institution for financing, which may not be sufficient for growth and expansion. Limited credit information, lack of credit information and credit scoring system make it challenging for banks and access to credit worthiness of potential borrower accurately. High interest rate. Interest rates in loan in Cameroon can be relatively high, particularly for small, medium-sized entrepreneur, and individual perceive a high-risk borrower. High borrowing costs can deter entrepreneurs from seeking financing and make it difficult for them to repay loans, exacerbating financial exclusion. Regulatory constraints. Regulatory constraints, bureaucratic hurdles, and lengthy loan approval processes and further hinder access to finance for entrepreneurs in Cameroon. Women entrepreneurship landscape in Cameroon. Statistic on data on women entrepreneurs. Comprehensive statistics specifically focus on women entrepreneurs in Cameroon may be limited, but we can provide some general insight. Entrepreneurship rates. Women own about 37% of business in Cameroon. Sector distribution. Women entrepreneurs in Cameroon are active in sectors like retail, 35%, agriculture service, and handcraft, about 47%. Access to finance. Access to finance remains a significant challenge for women in Cameroon, as mentioned UPA. Support programs. There are several initiatives and programs aimed at supporting women entrepreneurs. Cameroon, namely the Cameroon Rural Financial Corporation, Agriculture Bank, Cameroon Bank, Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises, Non-Governmental Organization. The case sectors women engage. In Cameroon, women are engaged in various sectors of the economy, contributing significantly to economic growth and development. While specific statistics on the participation of women in each sector might be limited, we can provide insight into the sectors where women are actively involved: agriculture, retail and trade, services, handcraft and artisanal production, microfinance, informal finance, technology and innovation, and product made in Cameroon. Barriers to empowerment and access to finance. We have many different barriers. Cultural and social norms. We have gender role and expectation, access to finance, limited mobility and social network, gender-based violence and harassment. Note that in Cameroon, gender-based violence and harassment, including domestic violence and workplace discrimination, women entrepreneurship, lack of education and skill development, stigma and social pressure. We have also legal and regulatory hurdles. We can name property rights, business registration and license are very complex in Cameroon. Access to finance, labor laws and employment regulation. Like to financial literacy and awareness, we have limited access to education. Many women in Cameroon have limited access to formal education. Without foundational understanding of financial concepts, women may struggle to navigate the complexities of entrepreneurship. Cultural and social norms. Traditional gender roles may reinforce stereotypes about women's ability and competency in managing finance. Informal economic participation. Women entrepreneurs in Cameroon operate in the informal economy, complex financial products. Women entrepreneurs may find it challenging to understand and evaluate complex financial products and services offered by formal financial institutions such as loans, savings accounts, and insurance. Limited access to financial education programs. There may be limited availability of financial education programs tailored to the needs and perspective of women entrepreneurs in Cameroon. Now, I want to talk about my perspective. It's already known that entrepreneur rhymes with overcomer. Hard time build brave person. All the challenges mentioned above are my daily challenge, and this is how I'm managing them. First and foremost, we are focusing on the quality of the service that we are offering. This is the leitmotif of our company. In French, l'amour du travail bien fait. That can be translated English into love for a quality of work well done. We dedicate ourselves to providing exceptional service to our customers, aiming to create a loyal customer base and expand our clientele through positive recommendation and reviews. Our common clients and the VIP clients all are treated professionally. We have to be sure that what we say is what we provide, and as an all acronym says, what you see is what you get. Secondly, selecting our partner, particularly banks, is crucial for our success. It is essential to align ourselves with a financial institution that can offer significant support to help us reach our objectives. Due to common perception about banks, many individuals hesitate to engage with them. But establishing a partnership allows to access risk, and confidently manage them without fear. Moreover, the prospection, yes, the prospection is the key. As a matter of fact, no is not an answer when you are a woman entrepreneur in Cameroon. We have to knock at several doors to make a maybe become a yes. The real power is the information. We can have all the material and the professionalism possible, but without information, all that are useless. We seek the information, we dig as deeply as we can to find it and to be the best we can be. It can come on different ways, but the most important is to treat each stakeholder with respect and honesty. A partner will treat it as a major plus our team. Networking, to be called, we have to be seen locally and internationally. This is why I travel as often as is necessary to find and grab some opportunities for the future. On top of that, I have a solid and professional team. From the bottom of the top, the casting has been very strict because the success of a company depends on the person that they are working on it. First, we test them, and we used to send them for recycling seminars and others programs for them to be updated and competitive. In conclusion, being a CEO has a lot of challenges. One different ones from others, and it's a daily work to face and overcome them. Every day, I'm grateful to be at the top of that company. But I'm also humbled by the responsibilities that are mine. Day after day, I make up, break up, and wake up. For me to move IMA brand to the next level. It's my job to make the next generation to face the less obstacles. We have mentioned the lack of education, cultural barriers for women. I'm leading many associations, but one that I really cherish is La Petite Enfance, which emphasizes on to access to education for young girls in rural fields. The empowerment of this girl is being productive with their hand and brains. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Madame Otoma. It's inspiring the work that you have been done, and also the work that Cameroon has done with, principally with the ladies from low income to have a successful business. Thank you so much for letting us know about you and your country. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next speaker is from the Republic of Tatarstan of the Russian Federation, Madame Alessia Nikolaeva Mustaeva. She is the founder and developer of her own cosmetic brand, Alessia Mustaeva Workshop, who will talk about smart cosmetics from Tatarstan. Please, you have the word.
Good afternoon. It's a great honor for me to represent female entrepreneurs of our republic and the whole country. And let me tell you about myself first. And by the example of my company, I will give you an understanding how we create smart cosmetics here in Tatarstan. Now, I'm not just the owner of the company, but I also the major expert. I actually got education in the field of oil and gas. I had to become an oil chemist. But it turns out to be that now I'm in a more female-oriented sector, which is cosmetics. So my company was founded in 2011. So some personal information. I'm the founder of the company, I'm the chemist, but at the same time I'm a mom, I have 2 children, I'm a wife. And our company is developing several brands. And I'm the official so-called face of one of the brands. Let me give you some key numbers of our company. So we were founded more than 14 years ago. We have more than 40 awards, both international and national ones. We have more than 200 products that we have developed and manufactured. Our manufacturing facilities are here in Tatarstan, so we develop our projects and we manufacture them here in Tatarstan. And also we provide our professional expertise to young cosmetics brands. We have more than 50 employees, and we took part in more than 33 research in this field. I guess that some of our guests from Russia know these brands. The first brand, the initial one, is called Workshop of Olesya Mustaeva, if I translate it literally from Russian language. But later we also developed Sunray, Savsu, Kalyabushki, and Inaya brands. Savsu means clear water, and this is a brand of natural, eco-friendly cosmetics. I would like to emphasize that all these brands, they have names of our regional language, in our regional language, and we are proud of that. We were aimed to find a proper name in the regional language in order to reveal the essence, the nature of the product. And we're still working on that. We're about to register more brands that have different names, also names in Tatar language. That's how our products look like. We manufacture cosmetics, mass market brands, and luxury brands as well. We have a manufacturing facility, our own manufacturing site, as I've said already. We have a number of professional specialists. Here you can see some of the awards that we got. We take part in many of the competitions, both international and national. We have a halal certificate as well. We are members of professional associations and the member of the Chamber of Trade and Industry. What is our DNA? We are taking care of the environment, and we started doing it before it became trend here in Tatarstan. We see it as our mission. It's a very interesting but also responsible solution when we have to choose packages for our products. We make it from recycled materials in an eco-friendly way. We are trying to implement certain modifications at our manufacturing facilities. For example, not a long time ago, we implemented a water recycling technology in order to shortage water consumption, and we did it by 40%, which is quite impressive, I guess. Effectiveness is one of key points for us, and we carry a lot of R&D. We try to use ingredients with proven effectiveness from our suppliers, and we develop smart cosmetics. Our manufacturing process is very innovative. We work with autophagy, with microbiomes. That's what we research and what we try to implement into our products. We work in cooperation with a number of laboratories, including international partners. Our products are available not only online in Russia and some other CIS countries. We also have some offline shops on the territory of Russia, at least. And in conclusion, I would like to show you our ultimate product. We developed it with the Fashion Week that took place in Sochi. And that's probably how a female perspective, what impact a female perspective can have on cosmetics. Look at the package. With certain decorative elements. People normally ask us what is the source of inspiration for us, and I guess that the female perspective is the source of inspiration. That's everything I wanted to tell you. Thank you very much.
Amazing how your brand could find a way not just to have success, but also be sustainable and ecological friendly. Thank you for letting us know how you did this, being a woman and a mother as well. Thank you so much. I'm inviting to make a speech on the topic Empowering Women in Rich Society, the UAE Progressive Path to Sustainable Development through Women's Empowerment. Chair of Women Empowerment Council at Ajman University, Her Excellency Sheikha Nahlat, please, you have the floor.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, I would like to thank you, Dr. Claudia, for the introduction and for moderating this panel. I would like to thank the organizing committee of Kazan Forum for inviting me to be a member of this panel. First, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Nahla Al-Qasimi. I am professor in architectural engineering. My PhD is in town planning. I have more than 20 years experience in the field of construction, architecture and engineering, and I am very active in non-profit organizations. I am holding the position of Dean of Students at Ajman University. At the same time, I'm professor in the Architecture Engineering Department. I am the Vice President of the United Arab Emirates Engineering Association. Society of Engineers of UAE. We have more than 70,000 active members of UAE engineers from all nationalities. I am the Vice President of Federal of Arab Engineers. I'm the Executive Council member of World Federation of Engineering Organization, representing North Africa and Middle East. And all of these positions, I am the first United Arab Emirates women who hold these positions in the UAE, Middle East, and globally. I am here to present the successful story of United Arab Emirates in empowering women, enriching society, and to tell you more about the UAE progressive path to sustainable development through women empowerment. The United Arab Emirates leads gender parity in the Arab world. Okay. Okay, thank you. So the United Arab Emirates lead gender parity in the Arab world per the 2023 Global Gender Gap report by the World Economic Forum. The country upholds equity, granting women and men the same rights in all aspects, from education and employment to economic opportunities. Emirati women excel in various fields, including business, government, and STEM, with 77% higher education enrollment rate and prominent representation in the private sector. Notably, the UAE boasts the highest number of women on Forbes 100 most powerful Arab businesswomen list in 2023, and emphasizes gender diversity at corporate leadership levels. Additionally, women actively engage in diplomacy, making up 42.5% of the diplomatic corps, with 11 Emirati women appointed as ambassadors and consul generals. So there are many factors that work to empower women politically. The most important three factors are removing all obstacles to the political empowerment of women, such as the elimination of racial discrimination, providing opportunities to legalize women's political empowerment, utilize education to embrace a culture that supports women. So we will go through each and every criteria here and elaborate more on this. The first one, removing all obstacles to the political empowerment of women. UAE is ranked the 30th globally for advancing women's political empowerment according to the World Economic Forum's Global Gender Gap Report 2022. Across government institutions in the UAE, women make up 66% of the public sector workforce, while 30% of women are employed in leadership roles and 15% in technical and academic roles. To accelerate its commitment towards cultivating a gender-equal environment, the UAE Gender Balance Council recently mandated the private sector to place women in 30% of all leadership positions by 2025. By the year 2023, the UAE field of diplomacy had 12 female ambassadors, permanent representatives, and consul generals posted all over the world, and 19 directors and deputy directors working at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, MOFAIC. This constituted 43% of the country's diplomatic corps members and 11% of the total number of ambassadors, the highest rate globally. The government's approach has led the UAE to take huge strides towards achieving gender equity and empowering women. Local and federal authorities have achieved new standards in diversity and inclusion, and they are at the heart of these efforts. So what did the UAE achieve or did in providing opportunities to legalize women's political empowerment? To further build on equal rights stated in the Constitution, women in the UAE are empowered with a set of laws and decrees to ensure their equal access to education, jobs, social and health benefits, and holding government offices. The UAE has set special policies, laws, and initiatives to protect women and promote gender equality, equity, and women's empowerment in all aspects of the society. So we will list some of these most transformative laws ensuring equal rights. Federal Law Number 51 of 2006, as amended by the Federal Law Number 1 of 2015 on combating human trafficking crimes. Equal representation in politics, as per the Decree Number 1 for 2019, which stipulated that Emirati women occupy 50% of the Federal National Council. On the side of criminalization of violence against women, as per the Family Protection Policy of 2019, which explicitly criminalizes violence against women. In regards of women on boards, Cabinet's decree, which mandates government agencies to include women on board of directors, This led into 2021 the Securities and Commodities Authority to request all listed companies to appoint at least one woman on their boards. In regards of equal pay, Cabinet decree in 2018 endorsing a bill of the first legislation that ensures equal pay for men and women in the public sector, which was extended to the private sector in 2020. In the field of non-discrimination in financial services, circular passed in 2019 by the UAE Central Bank to all banks and financial institutions requesting them to provide services to individuals and business owners, customers equally and without discrimination between men and women. Equal representation in judiciary. As per federal decree issued in 2019 by the UAE government to ensure equality in the representation of both genders in the judiciary sector. Parental leave of 2020, making the UAE the first Arab country to grant a 10-day joint parental leave following amendments to the federal labor law. Federal Decree Law number 10 of 2019 concerning protection against domestic violence. UAE has utilized education to embrace culture that support women. It resulted that 95% of female high school graduates continue their education in higher education institutions compared to 80% for males. The literacy rate among females in the country is about 95.8%. 56% of STEM graduates in public universities are female. Emirati women make up 70% of university graduates. 77% of Emirati girls in public secondary school after basic education. UAE also is supporting women to be in STEM education. So women represent 56% of the graduates from STEM fields, while 44.5% of engineering undergraduates in the country are female, one of the highest globally. We can say that this is empowered by the government, and also we need to say that girls in the UAE, women in the UAE, they want to reach their full potential. They are very ambitious, they are dedicated, and they want to reach for good positions. In Strata, a UAE-based high-tech aircraft maker company, Emirati women represents 86% of its national staff. In Masdar, an energy company in UAE, and it's a sustainable energy for sustainability, women hold more than 20% of organizations' leadership position. Emirati women represent about 20% of the nuclear sector. Women represent 45% of the national space sector in the UAE. About 75% of positions in education and health sector are occupied by women. If we go to the political participation and the current role of UAE women in political participation. So by 2022, the UAE cabinet included 9 female ministers out of 33, comprising 27.3% of ministerial roles, headlining national portfolios of international cooperation, climate change and environment, happiness, youth, and food and water security. And we can mention that the Expo 2020, the big event, it was managed by one of the ministers, Reem Al-Hashmi. In the diplomatic representation, UAE female has started appointing women as ambassadors ever since 2009. Women make up 30% of the diplomatic corps, where they occupy 234 positions, 42 working in missions abroad, and 9 being ambassadors. So we call women, Emirati women, they are great achievers. So they achieve in all the fields, including the economy, including the entrepreneurship. So UAE ranks first in the world in Global Entrepreneurship Monitor 2024 report. As per Abu Dhabi 28th March 2024, as per WAM, the United Arab Emirates has been ranked first globally for the third consecutive year in the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor GEM report for the year 2023 and 2024. As per Sharjah 22 December 2022, WAM, a recent survey conducted by NAMA Women Advancement in partnership with UN Women found that 77.6% of women-owned business, women of business in the UAE, are led by those under the age of 40. The report revealed that the number of female entrepreneurs is rising significantly, with the 25,000 Emirati women entrepreneurs owning 50,000 trade licenses valued at 60 billion dirhams in 2021, compared to 23,000 Emirati women running business worth 50 billion dirhams in 2019. We will say that the dollar compared to dirhams, so that you can convert the amount, the dollar is 3.68 dirhams. And 11,000 Emirati businesswomen running business worth 12 billion dirhams in 2010. So it arose from 12 billion in 2010 to 50 billion in 2019 to 60 billion in 2021. The Forbes spotlight that 14 Emirati women shine on Middle East as 100 most powerful businesswomen 2024 report. This year's list of the Middle East 100 most powerful businesswomen 2024 features 100 entries with 104 women from 27 different sectors and 28 nationalities. A triumphant display of Emirati excellence shines through as 14 remarkable Emirati women claim their well-deserved spots on Forbes Middle East prestigious 100 most powerful businesswomen 2024 list, compared to 8 in 2012. As a professor in Ajman University, I was inspired by all of these empowerment initiatives in the country. And I established the Women Empowerment Council at my university. In this Women Empowerment Council, we are a group of women, different backgrounds, different ages, different nationalities, professors, staff, students, alumni, that represent all the participants at the university. And we do have initiatives and programs to empower and enhance and support women in the university and support the new generation, because this is our mission, to help the new generation to be successful and to reach their full ambitions. I will not take much of your time. I will go in brief through overview of our initiatives. We implement programs and initiatives to support and encourage women in academic and professional pursuits. The university offers mentorship programs, career counseling, which about the mental health, and leadership development opportunities tailored for women empowerment and job market success. Her Excellency Dr. Amna bint Abdullah Al-Dhahhak, Minister of Climate Change and Environment, serves as board member, board of trustees in our university, exemplifying the university commitment to women's advancement. The AU Women Empowerment Council provides a platform for women to voice concerns, advocate for rights, and collaborate on initiatives promoting gender inclusivity and diversity. Through workshops, seminars, and networking events, the Council fosters dialogue, knowledge sharing, and empowerment, creating a supportive and inclusive campus environment. Here we were celebrating our first year. Now this is the third year of our Council. And with these amazing women, each one of them is very active in doing her part in supporting all the women at Ajman University. Thank you very much for your time, and wish you all the best in this amazing conference.
Thank you, Your Excellency. It's really inspiring and bring us hope to see that you have countries like UAE that is truly following the agenda of the gender balance. Congratulations for your work at university, all the Emirati women and your country.
Thank you very much, Claudia.
Now, I'm happy to introduce you the next speaker, Madame Natalia Tornquist, the founder and president of the Revival of Nature Charity Foundation, with the topic, A Woman's Perspective on Traditional Values and the Development of Environmental Initiative, Success History. Please, Madame Natalia, you have the word.
Good afternoon, dear participants of the International Forum, Islamic Forum of Russia.
Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. Меня зовут Наталья.
Меня зовут Наталья Торнквист. Я основатель и президент благотворительного фонда.
О чем вам расскажу через пару минут.
Меня зовут Наталья Торнквист. I would like to tell you a few words about myself. I've got quite a lot of experience working for the international company. I'm married with 3 children. In any religion, nature is the highest value. In Christianity, it should be protected and respected. In Buddhism, it is the epitome of life and death. In Islam, it's a matter of wisdom. It's speaking. Islamic intellectuals work out special ecology-friendly policies, green policies, sustainability, protection, nature protection, animal wellness, from the viewpoint of their good relations with Islam. The women mission is to have quick wit, practical wit, to have this kind of self-keeping instinct and stamina. We've got a deep instinct of looking after children and grandchildren that includes keeping nature safe, and we realize that healthy nature and environment play a perfect role in the wellness of their children. And all of us have to do everything to increase eco-awareness, clean air, clean water, products of good quality. It's quite a good idea and good conditions for further generations. A woman is the future would-be mama or already mama, and woman has this responsibility, should have a picture of how her family should look like. Who can help to keep nature? Women volunteer, journalist, ecologist, staff of the reservation park, anyone who can make a good contribution into nature development. I'm mama of 3 children, and we take part in different eco projects together with our charity fund. 3 years ago, I founded the fund, the nature revival, protecting nature, looking after ecology of our country and its diversity. We look after our children's health, next generation's health, and of course, nature is not created just for us. Just a few words about volunteering. Speaking about eco projects, it's one of the most active parts. We take part in different eco forums. We get some food for different species, red book species of animals. We clean and purify the banks of the rivers from rubbish. We launch educational programs. We publish books and brochures. We have recently had a contest, drawing contest for children, green future of our planet. We are supported by our partners. It's a special contest for high schoolers, and you can join. And of course, it is quite interesting to watch, for example, a polar bear owing to special programs that usually accompany this or that eco project. So we also worked out a special catalog for Chukotka. Speaking about fund projects, many of them, you can see them on the slide, and there is just a small number of projects mentioned here. Islam is about careful attitude to both animate and inanimate beings. So the missioner of Allah once said, if you've got the end of the world day, if you have a seed to grow, make it grow, leave the planet green. And of course, he also promoted forestation of the planet, and he was fighting against deforestation. We are also partners with natural reservation parks, keeping water resources, and look after whales and their different species. So we also follow little baby whales and watch them grow and then let them out into the wild. So we take special care about purification of water resources and launching the projects connected there. This summer, we are going to work on purifying the spring in the areas of Tatarstan. Just a few words about eco projects. We take part in many of them, in different events. What I like more is the event connected with sport, ecology plus sport. It's a special marathon running for red book species. And it's a great holiday, especially for Smolensk and its inhabitants. If we speak about such animals as ores, for example. We are also presented in YouTube channels in Contact. It's a Russian social net, also financed by our fund. And there is a project traveling around Tatarstan. In conclusion, I would also like to say that the mission of a woman is to multiply, grow, continue the work on give and finding the balance between giving and getting. Our ability to find this balance with nature and protection of the natural world is something like the priority. We will be grateful for supporting Red Book books, reservation parks, and each and every kind of work connected with this. So we are also sending some branded merches like different polos, different kinds of clothing and bags. If you want to get acquainted, with this project in detail. In case you and your children are interested, please join our contests and let's make our planet green and world sustainable. Thank you everyone for all your support. I would like to express gratitude.
Thank you, Madam Natalia. I loved your approach of combining traditional values with development. It means that you cannot forget our roots when you look for progress, especially nowadays that the changes are going fast. Congratulations and thank you again.
Thank you very much.
Now, I'm inviting to make a speech the General Director of Rocket Work, Madame Anastasia Uskova, on the topic, Women and Technological Entrepreneurship, a Challenge or a Norm. Please, you have the word.
First of all, I'm really happy to be here. It's my fourth time in Tatarstan and Kazan, and the first time I was in Kazan was the World Skills Championship. It was amazing event, and since that time, every time I go here, every time I'm here, I feel Kazan and Tatarstan generally, you know, as a land of prosperity, because it's very important how you do with the event, how you deal with children, how you deal with the education. I'm proud to be here. Thank you so much. The second part of my speech is thank you to you all amazing women I see here, and at any event connecting to women prosperity. Then I will talk about me, about my own way. The most important thing I always emphasize, for me, success is not a point, it's a way. It's a long way, starting when you are a small girl and never ending, actually. You fail, you rise, you fail, you rise, and considering the success is a long road, you're always successful. I was born in Kazakhstan, in USSR, and I was born in military family, and nothing can bring me here. But when I was 10, I met a woman. I met a woman who was a teacher of physics. She gave us small, maybe complex, I don't know exactly, tasks to solve in math. And then she told us, hey, girls, I think you can, if you will work hard. You can go to the most complex, most famous technical institute in former USSR, an MIPT. It's the Moscow Institute of Physics and Technologies. And I graduated. In 10 years, I graduated from it. I worked hard for 5 years in school. She helped us always. She helped us, giving tasks, training, and so on. And when I came to the institute, I left the Kazakhstan and I came to Moscow to study space physics. I saw a lot of very intellect and clever men. There was 10 girls and 200 people, 200 men at my faculty. And I thought, oh, they are so clever. I'm not so clever as they. And when I graduated from, but I will try. I always thought I will try. When I graduated from the university, I had one of the best 5 diplomas. Bachelor degree, then master degree in physics and applied physics and mathematics. Then I go to the international big 4 company as IT consultant. I saw a lot of very clever men. And I thought, I'll try. It will be hard, I know. I like work hard, I'll try. And this is the road of my life, actually. Every next step, it's a world of very, very, very clever men. I always thought I'm not so clever, but I try. I work for several corporate companies, and I run my own business. It's not so embracing like, creative industries. I work in IT company. I create IT products, fintech IT product in Russia, in Kazakhstan, and we are now running product in different countries. It's not very interesting area. It's a complex area. I will not describe the infrastructure issues and solutions and so on, but it always been the area of men, of clever men. They know how to do it, and so on and so on. And when I started my own business, I had a friend. We are two co-founders, two girls. Yeah. She was an accountant, I was an IT consultant, and we ran business together. And when I was asked how you decide to be an entrepreneur, I think about it. I didn't decide to do it. I just run this product. I trust in this product. Now I can open my own business, okay? But I do this product. I did it always this same way. I do that I like. And another woman just near me, she said, okay, we'll do it. Let's try. They are clever, a lot of clever men. Let's try. And we did it. And this is each next step of my life is about it. So that's why I say that success is the way that I go through, and I'm happy. I have a family, definitely. I like my work, I like my project, but I have 3 sons. The oldest one is 18, the smallest one is 2 years old. So I have a big family, and I am absolutely happy that my family, they accept me as I am, they support me. I think my husband is the only man in the world who supports me. In all other cases, women support me. That's really interesting. And as for me, I'm not a government counsel. I'm a product designer, product creator. And what I do now, I do product to support women as I understand supporting women. I will explain it. I hope all of us live in a country in which there's no any formal discriminations, yeah, in terms of elections, in terms of educations, and so on and so on. But we see that the presence of women leaders, of women politics, it's less than half, yeah? But we live in the country with equal rules. And my question is that, where is the discrimination? I think it's here, in our head. And what I absolutely sure we should do, we must do as a community empowering each other, just saying, let's try. We can. We'll do it. Because I'm absolutely sure that women are much more stronger than men. We give birth. We never left when the process is going, you know. We never leave our children, yeah? We never do it, never. That's why I think that we definitely stronger than men. And we just need to know about it, to remember about it at each new step, at each new day. That's why I think that supporting each other, communicating to support each other, helping, it's the future of empowerment. And I have in terms of my solution, in terms of my role in it, as I see this role in the woman force, woman power, you know. I create a platform to communicate, for communication, between women, supporting, and so on. I have such a platform for teenagers, and it shows incredible results. Because just supporting each other within the world that nobody understands you, it's absolutely appropriate for teens, it's absolutely appropriate for women, and this is the way I go in terms of women community, for women community. And to finalize it, to make a long story short, I want all of us just to remember that we are not only equal, we are stronger, and we can. Thank you so much.
Madame Anastasia, thank you so much. You are colleagues, you are in the same area of technology. I can understand completely how hard it is to be successful in an area that the majority are male. And I used to tell to my colleagues that we are women in this kind of environment that you just have, or the majority are men, you have to do the double work. You not just have to be clever, but you have to prove that you are clever, that you can be clever. But I'm very happy to meet you here and to know that there is a lady in this part of the world that are inspiring young ladies to come to technology area. That is very important now because, as you can see, you have a rapid development in the area with artificial intelligence, blockchain, and new technology, and you need more women in this field. Thank you so much. So, the presentations are over. Let's move on the discussion with the speaker and participants of the forum. I will start the first question with Madame Atuma. Yes, please. Can you please give us an example of financial empowerment program in Cameroon or in another country in Africa, where the three pillars, the government, the financial institution, and women's organizations create together to address the unique needs and challenges faced by women entrepreneurs? Please.
Thank you, Dr. Claudia. Collaboration between the government, financial institution, and non-organization profit can be highly effective in creating tailored financial empowerment program for women entrepreneurs in Cameroon. Begin by conducting comprehensive assessment to understand the specific financial needs and challenges faced by women entrepreneurs in Cameroon. The government can enact policies that promote gender equality and support women entrepreneurship. Non-profit organizations can collaborate with financial institutions to develop and deliver financial literacy programs tailored to the needs of women entrepreneurs. Financial institutions can create specialized loan products with flexible term and lower interest rates, especially for women entrepreneurs. Non-profit organizations can provide support in the form of grant funding, of microfinance loans to help women start or expand their businesses, establishes mentorship program where successful women entrepreneurs can provide guidance and support to aspiring entrepreneurs, utilize technology to increase access to financial services for women entrepreneurs, especially those in rural areas, continuously monitor the effectiveness of the financial empowerment program through data collection and evaluation. But in our country, we don't have the example of the mix. We have some people who create microfinance. Microfinance support women who have small businesses. Bank support women who have big industry. But government put create a bank, but who cannot help us, because when we are go to ask a loan, they ask you something to support a loan like property, but women in Cameroon doesn't have facility to have property because we have gender barriers in our country. Then non-organizational can support women like subvention. Yes. Another subvention, another part create microfinance. They give for small yes enterprise money, and the high interest is very high also. Yes. Then
Thank you so much for your answer. Thank you. Now you're going to Your Excellency, and please, in what ways does the EOE serve as a model for other nations seeking to advance women's empowerment and archive sustainable development? What lessons or advices can be gleaned from the EOE experience to foster similar progress in other countries with diverse cultural and social-political contexts, please?
The lessons and strategies that can be gleaned from the United Arab Emirates experience to foster similar progress in diverse cultural and socio-political contexts will include, first and the most important, is the leadership and political will. Strong political leadership and commitment to gender equality are essential for achieving women's empowerment and sustainable development. Government should prioritize women's rights and work toward creating an enabling environment for women to thrive. Also, the legal reforms, implementing laws and policies that promote gender equity or equality, protect women's rights, and address discriminatory practice are critical for advancing women's empowerment. Reforms should be comprehensive and enforceable to ensure meaningful change. Also, the economic empowerment, providing women with access to education, training, and economic opportunities is essential for enhancing their socio-economic status and empowering them to contribute to sustainable development. Governments should invest in programs that support women's entrepreneurship, financial inclusion, and workforce participation. Education and health. Investing in education and healthcare service for women and girls is crucial to promoting their well-being and enhancing their potential. Government should prioritize access to quality education, productive health care, and maternal health services to support women's empowerment. Also, we cannot ignore the culture sensitivity. It's very important. Recognizing and addressing cultural norms and attitudes that perpetuate gender inequality is essential for fostering women's empowerment. The government also should engage with communities, religious leaders, and civil societies to challenge harmful gender stereotypes and promote positive social norms. International collaboration through engaging with international partners and expertise on advancing women empowerment, and also engaging with international organizations and stakeholders is key to exchange best practices, resources, and expertise on advancing women empowerment. Collaboration at the global level can amplify efforts to promote gender equality and support sustainable development goals. By adopting these lessons and strategies from the UAE's experienced nation can work toward achieving women empowerment and advancing sustainable development in diverse cultural and socio-political contexts. In my opinion also, we need to start from home. We are mothers. We have sons and daughters. We need to raise our children to support each other. Male and female are not competing. They are complementing each other. The big supporter of the woman and the big supporter of the man, the big supporter of the woman is the man. He is her father, her brother, her husband, and her son. And the big supporter of the man is the woman also. She is his mother, his wife, his daughter, his mentor, his professor. So we need to support each other in order to go through the sustainable development path.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I have a question to Madame Anastasia, please. How does the prevalence, sorry, in what way do women's perspective on traditional values differ from conventional approach to environmentalists? And how have these differences led to more inclusive and effective strategies for environmental conservation? I mean that how your solution is different because you are based on traditional values, no? So how you have different solutions from the conventional approach of the environmentalism, no? And how this difference bring more inclusive and effective strategy for the conservation of the nature?
Yes, my approach is different perhaps from the other environmentalists because I'm not a radical nature conservation activist. I will always respect the state, the laws, and work together. Only together we can change things with mutual respect to the state, to the people, to the children, to the women, and to the men. Men are our supporters. So much, I cannot disagree. I agree on this, and we complement each other, and we should never compete. And me as a woman, I take like no more responsibility over anything than my man would take over me. He takes responsibility over my family and me, and I will only do what's good for me, for my family, for my children, and for my husband, because I wish him the best as well. So my approach is perhaps different because there is no radicalism involved whatsoever, and I will only help with what I can to preserve the nature of Russia. And we even have international projects. For example, children's essay about the green future of the planet is an international essay, and we received amazing stories of the children about on the subject of how to save the planet. But I made sure that it should be a positive statement, that it should be no apocalypse in the end, and they all came up with amazing solutions. So my approach is to count on the future generation, to believe in them, to always encourage them. As an example, I can give a forum, educational forum in Kazan, which I participated in and supported this forum with gifts and came in presence in April. It was an amazing event which will always stay in my heart because kids prepared performances. It was in a very nice state school, very amazingly built with a swimming pool and such fantastic premises for the kids to develop and reach their full potential. So we not only they danced and it was very interesting to see what they prepared for the guests, but we gave awards to the best student in the field of ecology, and I gave them personal encouragement, which they felt very good about. And on top of it, we awarded the teachers, because I think teachers' work is very important. And they all came on stage and received diplomas and gifts, and we value their work. And I'm so happy that they could come and participate in such an amazing event. And it will always keep a special place in my heart. And thank you to the organizers and Kazan, Tatarstan, and my beloved country that such event exists.
Thank you so much. You have a question to Madame Anastasia. How does the prevalence of the gender bias in artificial intelligence algorithms reflect and perpetuate existing inequality in the society, particularly in the realm of technology entrepreneurship for women?
As you know, as artificial intelligence, now in all areas, the most full areas for it now are creative industries. you know. And what is the most interesting in artificial intelligence coming to the world? Everybody say that painters, uh, marketing specialists, and so on, they will disappear. But now IT guys are disappearing because of artificial intelligence, you know. And that's why I'm absolutely sure that artificial intelligence spreading out in the world, it's for women industries. It's led by women. Because on, on basic level, how it works, you have an IRA engine and you must learn it, learn it, learn it, learn it. It's very, 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 very processive. And it needs our approach, it needs our example, it needs our education. And I'm absolutely sure that new areas, even challenging areas, artificial intelligence, blockchain, so on, it would led by women mostly more than previous areas, more than financial technologies we are working both, yeah, in. Most than engineering, that it's an old future. AI, Web3 is a new future. We met together with Claudia yesterday, and she told me, I have a coin, blockchain, let's do it together, let's do it. She has a coin. She has her own blockchain, you know. I have my own platforms. Yes, it's years of work, but now we are in Web3, we are in AI, and we are all creative technologies in AI now. So it's our future.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, I hope so. Thank you. So I guess that you have more time, and there is any question from the audience, please?
Hello, my name is Natalia Lukyanova. I'm a professor at Tomsk Polytechnic University, and I have one question. How do you think about scientific career for women? And what is the problem in this way, in this progress? And how do you think about prefer a scientific career for women? Do you have prefer humanities and maybe others way? What do you think about?
When I graduated from my physics institute, I have a choice. Yeah. I had a diploma in evaluation of seismic risks, and I had a choice to go for work to ministry, yes, and it was a kind of a military scientific career. And I have my old son already. When I graduated from university, my first son is already came to the world. And I was carried about being a military and having a son already. This is the first, I think, first important thing for women to choose a career, yeah, children. Can you move? Can you go to the, you know, a remote work? Can you do this or this or this? When you're caring about child or maybe children, it's very important for you. And you choose the career always based on your opportunities in terms of your family. And the second important thing in Russia, it's your salary, you know. If you're in business, if you're doing business, if you're working for corporate companies, you earn more. If you work for scientists, as a scientist, for a scientific organization, you earn less. This is the 2 points that women choose. And if you are, if you do not need money, if you, for example, if your husband earns money, you can choose a scientific career. I'm absolutely sure that in Russia, you the rights to start availability and capability to start a scientific career absolutely equal, absolutely equal. I even think that there are more girls graduating from institute and universities than boys. The figures shows us, yes. So two factors: family and money. And what I was wondering, and I'm always wondering when I go to Emirates, I'm absolutely wondered with the girls choosing a scientific career. When I was here at World Skills Championship, I saw a lot of teams, a lot of girls from Emirates, from Saudi, and so on and so on. In a robototechnic section, in IT development section, I was absolutely wondered about it. I'm proud for them. And I think the most, in terms of my speech today, I think the one of the important things about these girls, about these women, is that internal empowerment. Yeah, it's very important. It's the difference between our country. I'm absolutely sure.
Merci, je m'appelle Madame Noire-Marie-Angèle, présidente des femmes mères du Cameroun. Je voudrais proposer...
Hello, I represent the rights of females defense in Cameroon. So my initiative is to create a common platform in order to exchange ideas after this Kazan forum. We could do it probably. For example, when I meet someone with women with ideas, with some innovative mindset, I probably could ask one of those women to join our platform.
Yesterday about it with Claudia, we decided to collaborate together with it, and we'll leave our contact, definitely, sure. We will run the MVP version in 2-3 months, and I will let know all of you to start of this platform, and we will run it here in Tatarstan firstly, and I promise you that we will come back with it to you, to all of you, in order to connect together, to be together in it. It will be absolutely, it will be multi-language. We'll do it, we can, we'll try. So I will leave our contact. Yeah, Miss Claudia or me.
Any more questions? So as you draw to a close, I want to extend my sincere gratitude to our panelists for sharing their invaluable insight and experience with us today. Let's carry forward the lesson you learned and the inspiration gained. Let's continue to support and uplift one another. Create a more inclusive and equitable world for all. Thank you once again for being part of this enriching discussion. Thank you.
Дамы и господа, мы начинаем церемонию подписания соглашений. Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting the signing ceremony. Соглашение о сотрудничестве подписывается между C9 Servicos Digitals Ltd в лице профессора Клаудии Аббас и объединения.
So it's the agreement between the Mercy, between the charity funds.
Signed between C9 Servicos Digitals Ltd, represented by Professor Claudia Abbas, and the Association of Women Deputies of the State Council of the Republic of Tatarstan, Merhamet Merci, represented by the leader Alsu Nabieva. Просьба обменяться папками. Please exchange folders. Соглашение подписано. Agreement assigned. Поздравляем. Congratulations. Соглашение о сотрудничестве подписывается между обществом с ограниченной ответственностью Amazing Cacao в лице генерального директора Яровиковой Ольги Ивановны и автономной некоммерческой образовательной организацией высшего образования Центра Союза Российской Федерации Российский университет кооперации в лице ректора Набиевой Алсу Рустемовны. Просьба обменяться папками. Соглашение подписано. Поздравляем. Соглашение о сотрудничестве подписывается между сетью выборных региональных лидеров женщин Африки в лице вице-президента сети выборных региональных лидеров женщин Африки Центральноафриканского региона Миянга Эфсеноангах Марии Анжеле и объединением женщин-депутатов Государственного совета Республики Татарстан Мерхемет Милосердие в лице руководителя Набиевой Алсу Рустемовны. A cooperation agreement is signed between the Network of Local Elected Women of Africa, represented by the Vice President of Rafela Central Africa Region, Miyanga Efsenoanga Marie Engele, and the Association of Women Deputies of the State Council of the Republic of Tatarstan, Merhamet Merci, represented by the leader Alsu Nabieva. Просьба обменяться папками. Please exchange folders. Соглашение подписано. Agreement is signed. Поздравляем. Congratulations. Merci. Соглашение о сотрудничестве подписывается между Team Leader Entrepreneurship в лице Тома Марии Бернадет и Объединением женщин-депутатов Государственного совета Республики Татарстан Мерхамет Милосердие в лице руководителя Набиевой Алсу Рустемовны. A cooperation agreement is signed between Team Leader Entrepreneurship, represented by Atoma Marie Bernadette, and the Association of Women Deputies of the State Council of the Republic of Tatarstan, Merhamet Merci, represented by the leader Alsu Nabieva. Просьба обменяться папками. Please exchange folders. Соглашение подписано. Agreement is signed. Поздравляем. Congratulations. Соглашение о сотрудничестве подписывается между обществом с ограниченной ответственностью Amazing Cacao в лице генерального директора Яровиковой Ольги Ивановны и компании UR Designs Group в лице руководителя Хаи Аль-Катерджи. A cooperation agreement is signed between Amazing Cacao Limited and represented by Director General Olga Yarovikova and UR Designs Group, represented by the founder and CEO Haya Al-Khaterji. Просьба обменяться папками, пожалуйста. Please exchange folders. Соглашение подписано. Agreement is signed. Поздравляем. Congratulations. Соглашение о сотрудничестве подписывается между галереей Касугай в лице директора Миролюбовой Веселины Владимировны и компанией UR Designs Group в лице руководителя Хаи Аль-Катерджи. A cooperation agreement is signed between Kasugai Gallery, represented by director Veselina Mirolюбова, and UR Designs Group, represented by the founder and CEO Haya Al-Katerji. Просьба обменяться папками. Please exchange folders. Соглашение подписано. Agreement is signed. Поздравляем. Congratulations. Соглашение о партнерстве подписывается между автономной некоммерческой организацией общеобразовательная организация Бала-Сити в лице основателя Насыровой Альбины Мунировны и компанией UR Designs Group в лице руководителя Хаи Аль-Катерджи. A partnership agreement is signed between autonomous non-profit educational organization Bala City, represented by the founder Albina Nasirova, and UR Designs Group, represented by the founder and CEO Haya Al-Karterji. Просьба обменяться папками. Please exchange folders. Соглашение подписано. Agreement is signed. Поздравляем. Congratulations. Соглашение о сотрудничестве подписывается между обществом с ограниченной ответственностью Amazing Cacao в лице генерального директора Яровиковой Ольги Ивановны и обществом с ограниченной ответственностью Sky Consulting Group в лице генерального директора танцора Кристины Владимировны. Соглашение подписано. Поздравляем. Соглашение о сотрудничестве подписывается между ООО Sky Consulting Group в лице генерального директора танцора Кристины Владимировны и компанией UR Designs Group в лице руководителя Хаи Аль-Катерджи. A cooperation agreement is signed between Sky Consulting Group, represented by Director General Cristina Tansura, and UR Designs Group, represented by the founder and CEO Haya Al-Katerji. Просьба обменяться папками. Please exchange folders. Agreement is signed. Соглашение подписано. Поздравляем. Congratulations. Соглашение о сотрудничестве подписывается между обществом с ограниченной ответственностью Sky Consulting Group в лице генерального директора танцора Кристины Владимировны и индивидуальным предпринимателем Миролюбовой Веселины Владимировны в лице Миролюбовой Веселины Владимировны. Просьба обменяться папками. Соглашение подписано. Поздравляю. Соглашение о сотрудничестве подписывается между обществом с ограниченной ответственностью Amazing Какао в лице генерального директора Яровиковой Ольги Ивановны и галереи Касугай в лице директора Миролюбовой Веселины Владимировны. Просьба обменяться папками. Соглашение подписано. Поздравляем. Церемония подписания соглашений завершена. Всем продуктивного рабочего дня. Спасибо.